Yeah, like my younger siblings, like they need someone to guide them.
Yeah.
They need someone to rely on them, like our older siblings to rely on. But
Yeah.
at the I don't think that will happen because their parents is because of their parents are not helping them or something happened at home. So it makes me like I want to help them, like the youth of New Zealand, to become better and to support one another.
Welcome everyone to the We Are Ōtara Podcast. Today we got an amazing guest. As always, we always get these amazing guests, don't we, Dan? So once again, I would like for our wonderful guests to introduce themselves and tell the beautiful guests, visitors or viewers out there about yourself.
All right. Hello everyone. Tala Falava. My name is Malaea Ah Tune. And actually, studies social work at MIT. And at the moment, I'm doing my placements in accelerating Aotearoa, and it's really nice to do my placement here, and it's more welcoming, and I feel that in this place. So yeah, that's.
First and foremost, I wanna say that you are you Samoan?
Yeah.
You know, one other intern, I think you met her, Joey, thought I was Maoli.
Oh, okay.
I was like, hey, you reckon I'm Maoli? So I spoke a little bit of Samoan in front of the podcast, and she's like, hey, you're Maoli. I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
So, with that said, tell me, how long have you been here in New Zealand, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been here 2012.
Way.
So that it's really like I'm not sure how long. So yeah.
I think if I can count on top of my head, it's almost
Yeah, I'm not sure. So
14 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
wow.
yeah.
And you like it here in New Zealand?
Yep, it's really a good place, and even though I haven't touched with other places, because I've been in Hamilton and Wellington, now I move up to Auckland, so yeah, I need to go around New Zealand.
No, awesome.
Yeah.
No, awesome. You definitely need to go try out the South Island. It is beautiful. If you think the North Island is great, you would love the South Island because there's a lot of snow during the winter.
Ah,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
And just a lot of greenery out there. So yeah, if you want to go out there, I highly recommend you try out Christchurch. Christchurch is a big hub of Samoans out there. So it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely. No. I'm so excited. I'm legitimately excited for you to enjoy New Zealand. It's going to be a fun experience, honestly. So what brought you here to New Zealand, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes, actually my dad wasn't dream of bringing us here to New Zealand, but since he was felt sick, and that's when he had a dream of calling his older sister to come, had a little chat with him in the hospital. So he decided between him and my mom, so he didn't tell my mom about his dream. He just ended up to tell his sister he want 3 of us, it's me and my 2 sisters. He wanted to let us to come here and have an opportunity to study in New Zealand and have a bright future, because my dad was a minister of the church in Samoa. Yeah, so he knew that he can't continue that support for us in the island, and he knew that in Samoa it's really poor in Samoa, and so that's when he looking out the future for us, the girls, to bring us over here to find go study and find a better future for us, instead of stay in Samoa, it make it worse because he's gonna leave us behind. Aww. But yeah, so that's how we ended up here.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what it's all about in our Samoa culture is whānau, family. It's important to honor thy mother, thy father, because they did the hard work, and it's awesome that your dad wanted a better future for you. So if you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry to ask.
That's all right.
What was it like on your first day here in New Zealand? Was it different from being in Samoa, or do you feel like it was the same?
It was a lot changes. At first, we were so excited that we coming to New Zealand because we were telling each other that New Zealand is like milk and honey. That's what we heard. That's what we heard. But so we came on our first day. It was really excited. We went to church because we came here on the 24th of December in 2012, and the new Christmas Eve on the night. So we went to church, and it felt so different from the church that we went to the church that we are now going to, and everything has changed, and we see so many different. It was like, oh, so much excited until we grew up. I was like, no, that's not. So
no, it's understandable. It's totally different from the islands to here in New Zealand. Is there anything that you miss from Samoa that you wish that was here in New Zealand?
Yes, a lot. About going outside, play with friends and the neighbors. It's really opening in Samoan. It's when you go Samoan, you can go say hello and say hi and play with the kids outside. But here in New Zealand, we just stay at home and and do chores and so yes. Whaiwhiao and all that, like doing chores and all that. So yes, and some of them about going swimming pools, because in some they have those swimming pools near the ocean, and we're like, oh, it's so fun. It's like everyone goes there, but here in New Zealand we just go to I was like, okay, it's not what we expected, but so that's how.
no, it's understandable. It's totally different. Like I understand what you meant about going up to your neighbors and playing with your neighbors and whatnot, because the last time I went to Samoa was like around 2001. And I remember playing with the kids next to my auntie's house, because she owns a shop out in Samoa, and so the neighbors we would play with the kids there, and they were fun. And then when you come back here, it's all the kids are already inside. You're like, oh, okay. No, but that's awesome. That's awesome. So we just briefly talked a little bit, and you came here for education. So you're currently studying with MIT, is that right?
Yeah.
So why did you choose social work, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, my passion is helping people in the community, and my actual dream job is being a lawyer. And since I found out that I went to uni in Victoria, in Wellington, and asked the lecturers about being a lawyer and all that. And they say if you have a client that you that they did a crime, that they committed a crime, that you have to make sure that you help that client. So to me, I was like, I never lied in my whole life, so I can't do that. So I was like, okay, let me think about something else so I can. So yes, social work came out of my mind, and I stopped study when I had my first child. But yes, social work was definitely was the first thing after, like, I declined try to go and study lawyer. So I look around which area, which uni I can go and study social work, and I found MIT, and it's really helpful when I joined there. And everything has changed, and everyone in MIT helpful. So that's when I went to apply for study social work, and yes, it's really
No, it's okay. No, I get you. So when you did studies in Wellington, was it was it? And then you did when you did MIT's social work.
Mm.
Was it easier to do the social work stuff, or was it easier to do the lawyer stuff?
I prefer social work. It's the easier one because it's it's all about helping people, all about helping our community to make it better, and to support them with things that they needed, and also their mental stability as well.
Yep.
But in a lawyer, it's really hard to tell because you had to stick on your policy of the government. So yes, I
No, and it's hard to follow the law, right? Yeah. And I understand that for sure, because I have a couple of friends who are lawyers at the moment, and they're going through their bar exam. So that's a big test before they go and license for a lawyer. But then I've got social worker friends who are doing awesome jobs like yourself, who are helping out families. Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, are you part of the Ōtara community, or are you from a different part of South Auckland?
I'm from east side.
Way! So that's a bit of a travel.
I know.
But you're loving it. You're loving coming to South Auckland to Ōtara. Yeah. Awesome. So you want to be a social worker, yeah? Where are you thinking of going to be a social worker? Are you thinking of working with the government, or going with private places?
I'm not sure yet, but the field that I going to is the youth and young parents.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's the field I'm going to work with.
That's huge. That is I'm saying this because I used to go to MIT, and I used to help out teenagers because I used to be a part of the student council. Yep. Yeah, so I love hearing from our social workers the stories that they used to come up with. And, that's cool, man. So you want to work with youth, and what made you want to go after to look after youth and young families?
Yes, since it's because I think it's the way our youth generation this time is really hard to compromise what they want to do, and looking at them when I travel from, because I have my families, lots of my family in South. So when I come visit them, I saw so many young generation. They are riding bikes and all that. And I was like, man, I wish I like them. And then I was like, nah, they need help. Yeah. It pulled me tears when I see them, because they look like my younger siblings to me. Like they are so. Oh my gosh.
No, you're right.
So yes, like looking at them is like, like my younger siblings. Like they need someone to guide them. Yeah. They need someone to rely on them, like our older siblings to rely on. But at the I don't think that will happen, because their parents are not helping them, or something happened at home. So it makes me like I want to help them, like the youth of New Zealand, to become better, and to support one another.
No, absolutely. No, I admire you, admire your ambition, because a lot of like you said, you're right. Most of our youth are just struggling. Yeah. And who do you think you need to go to first? And it goes back to what we were talking about, is, if you have a strong mother and father like your dad, who wants the best for you, and they don't have that, but they see someone like yourself, like a big sister, to help them out and to get them out of their own shells, right? Yeah. Just to do something better. Yeah. No, I love that. I love hearing that.
I was recording the interview you had with Vinny, and I noticed you were welling up at seeing the youth. Yep. So, which got me wondering, you obviously had a calling of some sort. What happened? Like, what made you choose this path that you're on?
What makes me? It's when I grew up in Samoa. My dad always take me, my siblings to participate in youth, everything about ministry that we have to participate, especially youth.
Yep.
And I see that he helped a lot of youth in Samoa, that kids that skip school, not going to school. My dad will give them a hiding, obviously.
Really?
So
A
yes,
verbal
and
hiding, of course.
yes, so my dad gave them a hiding, and that hiding, like beating them up, teach them a lesson, and now many of them graduate and work in governments in Ireland. Some of them come here and have their better future, and it's remind me when I was like, this is what my dad's doing. So my dad is my role model of
That's awesome.
choosing this field to help the youth.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like I'm gonna give them a hiding, but no.
They're probably slightly bigger than you. So they'll
Yeah.
give you a hiding if you give them
Yeah, so what I'm doing, what I dream of is to turn their life around. So it's not just turn their life around for a better future for them, but turn their life around to Jesus Christ. Is for them to be saved from suicide and all that. They need to go find Jesus in their life. So in order for them to be saved and understand about how struggling we are at the moment, because people struggling because they don't know the message from God. And for those who for those Christian people, they understand, like me and my family, we understand, and we are not complaining about what is going on in New Zealand right now and the world as well, because we know from the Bible it's being prophesied in the Bible that at these times and these days we have to prepare. So yeah, that's
And you saw what it's intriguing is you saw this very early on. So you saw this in the island, happening in the island. So it's not just a New Zealand thing. And as you just said, it's also a global thing. There's a global unrest
yes.
where youth lack, I guess, discipline and safety.
Safety.
What was it in the islands? What were the youth reacting to? Because, you know, they don't drop out of school for no reason. What are the issues that the youth are facing within their home life and their community?
They face a lot of poor things at home. They wanted to, because at the moment some churches pushing families for things that to do in churches, and I know that.
What do you mean by pushing things in churches?
In churches, there are so many events that they are doing. For example, if a family have a wedding or a funeral, they have to do envelope with money in. So the envelope would go to, it doesn't matter how many pastors, like ministers that come into the wedding or a funeral, they will put envelopes, like each one of them, and find mats and all that. So many of them are struggling at the moment because they love their parents, but their parents pushing them to go to school for their future, but they can't do that because their parents are struggling financially.
And you think the church is it's almost preventing them to move forward?
To move forward. That's what I see in some churches in Ireland, but I think not many churches. But to me, I told my family that. So me and my husband and my kids are going to different churches. So the church that we're going to now is, we're not allowed Samoan traditional in our church.
Okay.
So that means we can't do any of that. If we have wedding or funeral, which is, like for example, if we have funeral, we're not doing fine mats or a box of corned beef.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're not doing that, or envelope. We're not doing that. So it's just simple, like a palangi wedding, funeral.
Right.
Just go, bury it, and then go home. Yeah. So, but yes, it's still happening a lot around. In the island as well, but here in New Zealand and Australia as well. But yeah, so I wanted to help that as well to all churches as well. They need to see the family struggling because they are really struggling. But when it comes to church, they give everything all because they say it's really hard because they say the more you give it to God, the more blessing you get. But God gave us the brain to think, They need to think.
God helps those who help themselves, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be a healthy balance there,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's very interesting that your lens is focused that there is a better way, and we're going through a world at the moment where everything is changing. Governments are changing, countries are changing, and I guess the church and faith is no different, right? So where do you see it improving? Like, what can the churches do these days that would make a huge difference to the population of today?
Well, good question. Actually, I don't think church is new. I don't think that way because for me, understanding the theology, the Bible, this is what is already prophesied. It's gonna be heaven.
I'm not familiar with the prophecy of the Bible, so you'll have to enlighten me. What do you mean by prophesized?
In Ezekiel, in the book of Ezekiel is a prophet from God, same as Daniel. Okay.
So I'm Daniel.
Yes.
Therefore, my word is true. Okay.
It's everything is happening in the future, but it's happening right now. We see churches pushing the families about all those kind of stuff that they're doing in churches. It's all about money.
Yep.
And I see some families are struggling, some of them are not. And also the governments as well. For me, I help people to come to Christ, especially the youth. But for governments and churches, I believe that is happening right now because it's already prophesied. What I mean because Jesus, they say Jesus will come in the meantime and take his children home. And that children, for those who do the right thing and for those who follow Jesus' pathway, that's what Jesus will come. But in the future, there will be worse things happen in the future.
Right. Okay.
So it will become, because we heard that Israel government and U.S. governments are signing the treaty. So that treaty was mentioned in Daniel.
Oh, really?
Book. Yes, It was mentioned in Daniel's book, the Treaty of Peace. And the peace is the treaty is not about peace. It's about the worst is coming. So everyone, Christian people at the moment, they already know this signs. Like they prepare for this as well, because in the future there will be 7 years of tribulation.
Oh, really? 7 years of it. So 7 years before things will actually start improving.
Yes, but it's nothing gonna be improved. I'll guarantee that I'll guarantee people to go church but go to church that leads you to God, not to church that drag you down.
Are you asking for a more personal relationship with their faith rather than an institutional one?
Like more personal,
Is that what you're preaching, like within your church environment?
In church environment, that's what we do, is have more connection with God, because at the moment we can't control the poor and all that, because what we see now is like a high class, the medium class and the low class. So the low class I will say I am in a low class, and some people say I look like rich, but I was like, okay, thank you. I look rich because I have Jesus in my life. I have that. So, but yeah.
So you drew three distinctions. Like there's a high class and a middle class and a low class, and you put yourself in a low class.
Yes.
What is the low class in your eyes?
In my own eyes.
When I think of a low class, I think you don't have a house you don't have a job,
Yeah.
and you struggle to put food on the table. Do you fit into that category?
I will say low class is for us, yes. Because we pay rent. We're not owning a house.
Mm-hmm.
But high class, medium class is those who own their house, but still struggling pay financial. And high class are those one they have stable house, stable financial, and no debt. So I will put that in my own opinion, in my own.
Yeah, no, that's,
Yeah.
I'm
I would
curious
say,
to know
yeah.
how you describe
Yeah,
those levels.
'cause,
Because everyone probably has a different idea of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
But
good to
that's
get a
yeah,
basis.
it's from my own. Yeah, it's from me. Because I'm. This is what me and my husband will discuss one day. If one day we could make it to rapture, and the tribulation will come, we'll be that low class. We might be have house at the moment, but we soon or later we don't have house.
Right.
We don't have food, so we're gonna be same as those, except for those who have their own house. But even though they struggling financial, they still have that house to
They still
rely
have a
on.
roof
Yeah,
over their head,
roof
like,
over. Unlike us, we pay rent, but soon we don't have house because the owner or the landlord will take that off from us, and we will go outside and stay.
So you're basically waiting for that ripple down effect. So you got so middle class goes to low class. Low
Yeah.
class gets
Really
really
get
poor,
really poor, and yeah,
the rich ones will go to middle class kind of thing. So everything's going to move down.
yeah, move down.
What would it look like? What if it goes the other way?
I was saying there's no other way.
Now, what if it
Goes the other way.
improves?
Improves.
What if there's a possibility of improvement? What if it could go the other way?
It will be good. To me, it will be awesome to have.
Do you think there's not a chance of that happening as well? I think philosophically, we're
Yep.
kind of almost like on a knife edge.
Mm.
It can go either way.
Yeah.
There's a tipping point, right?
Mm,
We all
yeah,
believe
yeah.
we're all crazy at the moment, and because everyone's on a tipping point.
Yeah.
Things either improve drastically
Mm.
or they demise drastically.
Yeah.
So you're preparing for the worst case scenario.
Yes, I prepare for that worst case.
Right? Yeah.
So.
What if you prepared for the best case scenario? What happens then?
If that happened, I will. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, yeah.
Sure, I'll have a house.
Yes, but yeah, the worst scenario. Well, me and my husband, my family will prepare for the worst, because yeah, knowing and understanding and theology and all that, yeah, it's what we prepare for. So yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for sharing that
No
with me.
worries.
I'm sorry I had to jump in there. And
That's
pick
all
your
right.
brains, because I'm always fascinated about how other people think,
Yeah.
thought patterns, and also their situation in life. Like everyone's different.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've got very good foundations, though. You know, you've got
Yeah.
a good family, you've got some faith, and
Yeah.
so all the best of luck to you.
Thank
you
you.
very much
No
for talking
worries.
to me.
Thank you.
So we're going to wrap things up.
Okay.
And I just think that we got enough of an amazing story, and I hope for the best for yourself.
Thank you.
No worries. I would like to ask you just one more thing. Is there a message or like a passage from the Bible that you follow that you want to give out to those struggling youth that are out there watching this podcast?
Yeah. I have a lot of passages in the Bible.
Yay!
But,
Relate.
But it's the only one thing that I always carry with me is Psalms 23. So it's the whole chapter from Psalms 23, which is about let God be your shelter and let Him be guide you wherever you go, and whatever you do, He will be there for you and always support you spiritually and help you out with everything that you need. You never know, you may questioning God's love and protection, but he had other plans for you, and he will help you through other people. If you're struggling and have faced so many challenges, just remember that God is everywhere, and he will do anything for you through other people that comes to your what you call that comes through like helping you and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, through prayer and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah.
I love this interview because it's all about you. Your core is to love and care and serve, and I just see a bright future ahead for you, and I hope to see a whole generation of youth that were helped by you get to better lives. So once again, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Awesome. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were as enlightened as I was, because it was a big one. I hope you have a God bless weekend. I'll see you in the next episode.